Alrighty. Should be up and at it. Cal State Fullerton. So I've been able to get them pretty far. I've actually made the tournament quite a few times with Cal State Fullerton. How do I? Coach's office, the shrine, maybe? If I can figure out just how. I mean, Big West Championship, we've won a couple of things. Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year, Big West Champion. You can see we've won quite a few trophies. I'm just trying to figure out how I can see my... around the NBA, teams, coaches. There we go, coach card. Beautiful. So I actually started out at Grand Canyon GCU, Grand Canyon University. Did not do super well there. Just created their team. Got fired quite promptly after 3 seasons. First season at Cal State Fullerton, immediately NIT bound. Second season, NCAA tournament, eliminated in the second round. And then it's basically been NIT ever since then. Got eliminated in the first round a couple years ago. We've been rather decent the entire way through, but obviously the second round is the best that I've done, and I'm getting very close to deciding whether or not I want to take that leap towards, you know, an actual big school that can get the 5-star prospects and stuff like that. Don't really want to do it. Kind of want to see what I can do here with Cal State Fullerton. Win a couple more Big West titles, maybe. If it gets to be like 2023, like to actual time, and we still have not done very much, maybe like a Sweet 16, then I might call it a day and take a bigger job elsewhere. Let's go and take a look at the starting lineup that we've got. We've got a senior point guard, Daryl Helms, out of Pomona. Junior shooting guard, Ernesto Akpan, out of Long Beach. And that's a kind of theme. I've basically been only recruiting really in California. A couple of walk-ons and one guy out of Australia, but really I've just been getting California guys, and we've been doing very well. Been winning the Big West kind of consistently, just recruiting in California. Not only is it cheaper to do so, but the prospects are there. Starting center is a sophomore out of Anaheim, Lorenzo Blake. Sophomore, Patrick Mathis. Senior, Vlad Craig. Junior, senior. So a lot of upperclassmen in the starting lineup. But we do have some lowerclassmen on the bench that are trying to make their way onto the squad. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we need to do as far as recruiting this year. Once again, recruiting, I've been strictly trying to keep it, you know, municipal, local, maybe regional if I absolutely have to. But nothing that's too crazy. You know, 5 stars being 39% interested in me, that's crazy. 4 years ago, that would have not been the case, but they're even remotely interested in me. That's awesome. Typically, the 3 and 4 stars is what I go after. Some JUCO guys just to kind of fill out our bench, get some, you know, high overall guys. But really, the 3-star high school players is where, you know, it's kind of my bread and butter, essentially. So let's go and take a look here. Tournament bids 3. A lot of conference championships. So we have 4 scholarships this year. A point guard, 2 small forwards, and a center. Now our small forward is a senior graduating this year, so we want to get at the very least 1. Let's see, a junior for next year's a point guard. We definitely want to get at least 1, and a center. So I think we might just rock with what they're telling us to get, honestly. So a point guard, small forward, and a center, and then just an extra one essentially. Point guard, small forward, and center. So we'll make that 5. For the center, we can afford to be a little less needy with that. So we'll go with 4 centers on the prospect list. Sort that by interest. Of course, all the 1 stars want to come here. A couple of 2 stars that are quite notable. Number 92 center in the nation. That might be something we take a look at. So let's just go ahead and take a look at medium and see what these five, or not these 5 stars, what these 3 stars have for us here. Calvin Hall. Ooh, actually. Yeah, Kirby Muhammad. We're going to go ahead and rock with Kirby Muhammad. Number 11, center in the nation. Number 14, center in the nation, Latisse Peavy. We'll go ahead and go after him as well. And then a municipal guy here, Calvin Garrison out of LA. Let's see, any other municipal or regional guys? These guys I've spoken to before. Scooter Cuff. Cal is significantly in on that guy. Yeah, let's go after one of these dudes. Bakersfield. Go for Dominic Humphreys. Calvin Garrison will go after him as well. Boom. So those are the 4 at center, and then we needed some small forwards. Yep. So we got 4, 6, and 5, I believe. Go 4, 6, and 5. We got a 4-star remotely interested in us, so I'm just gonna add him to the target list. Let's see. Ooh, we got this guy, number 16, small forward in the nation. We'll go after him. We've already spoken to this guy, so we'll go ahead and add him. Owensworth out of Bakersfield. Let's see, this dude, no. A JUCO freshman out of Colorado, no thank you. This guy, Nebraska, we might be able to snag him if we put the work in. JUCO freshman would not be terrible. Okay. So that's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6. So we can get 2 more of these guys. High school senior out of Montenegro. Don't mind if I do. And then get 1 more like municipal or local guy. Ooh, actually, hold on. 76%. Oh, is he no. He is a senior. Okay. Out of Tempe, Arizona. Okay, we'll go after this guy as well, Rich Walters. Right, and then a point guard, I believe. Correct. So we have, I believe, yeah, 5 to work with. 5 to work with. JUCO freshman 5-star. I've gotten a couple of these guys recently, and they always end up being like 67, 68 overall. So, not ideal, but we'll add them to the target list. Billings, Montana. Another local 5-star JUCO guy. This guy's from LA, though. No municipal guys, really. I mean, this is a municipal guy out of Huntington Beach. Let's see, nobody municipal who's a senior. Yeah, we'll go after this guy, Del Rosario, and that is it. Okay. So all JUCO guys mainly. So that's pretty crazy. All right. Go ahead and sort it by their overall. They really like that that JUCO freshman. So we'll go ahead and see what we can work with him, essentially. All right. So basically, essentially what I do is I just assign most of it to me until I run out of free points. And then I just give it to my assistants. Request that game tape so we can get the scouting report on them. And then after I've done this for every single player on the board, then what I will do is I will decide, okay, who do we want to actually visit? Who do we want to send out a scout for, etc., etc. And then after like the 3rd week is when you can start really offering scholarships. And so that's when I'll have to decide who I want to initially offer those 4 scholarships to. Now, that can change based off of if I think I'm too far gone to get a guy, then I'll immediately just rescind the offer, give it to somebody else, hope that I can get them interested. 7th place for them, 13th for him, 5th place for this JUCO guy, 1st place, 5th place. It's typically a fight, especially for these guys. 16th ranked small forward out of Fullerton. Like, this guy should be ours. Like, this guy is a mega priority. And just because he's from Fullerton, I'm probably going to make him one of my scholarship offers. Just like 3-star guy right out of Fullerton, you got to offer this guy, you know? And as a matter of fact, my boy out of Fullerton, we're actually going to go see you play live along with our 4-star boy. One of our 5-star JUCO guys. Let's go take a look at the Huntington Beach guy. And then that'll be all of our points for the week. Actually, a matter of fact, let's go ahead and just see if we can't get a couple of juniors on our good side that are local to us. Just a couple of emails. We don't have any points. That is fine. Midnight Madness kicks off the season. I don't play any of the games unless we make it to the tournament. All right, we'll go ahead and watch the sports preview show.
Welcome to 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel with Clark Kellogg. We're here with the 2K Sports Season Preview Show. These are the top 5 teams in college hoops as we begin the new season. The Arizona Wildcats come in as the #1 ranked team, followed by Michigan State, Tennessee, Connecticut,
UConn and St. Joseph's.
Clark, what's your take of the teams that make up the top 5?
21 and 15 being ranked #1. That is insane.
Going into this season, we have some of the absolute
That is
best
30,
players playing on the marquee
yeah,
team. That's really exciting.
36 games. Crazy.
The Arizona Wildcats are projected as the
With Gonzaga's head coach now at the helm. Can't say I remember who Gonzaga's coach was back in like 07, unfortunately. First round exit too, by the way. But with all 5 returning starters, so that makes sense.
Michigan State is in the #2 spot. They're going to have to find someone to fill
Michigan
the void
State
left
coach
by their
staying there for the
departed
long
leading
haul.
scorer,
Not 100% sure if that's Izzo still.
Just for the sake of it will be a much smoother transition.
It's 2017 at this point, so that's pretty
Into
crazy.
their new spot.
But they got all the way to the national championship game. Tennessee, their coach still going at it.
It's going to be extremely difficult. No
They
matter
got to
how
the
much
Elite
talent
8.
they have. Not many teams play that many games, never mind win that many. They'll be on the verge of dynasty status if they repeat that performance.
Connecticut starts the year as the
UConn,
4th team.
champions
They
this year
second
in the
place
actual
their
tournament.
conference last year in the regular season.
From the
As good as
Old
that
Dominion
sounds, I think it was
coach
a bit of a letdown
taking a
for them.
job there.
They
Interesting.
wanted to come out on top, and they probably still
Got to
have
the
a
Sweet
sour taste in
16
their
last
mouth
year.
from not getting it done.
St. Joseph's is the #5 team. They're a tough team, but they're going to have a very hard time surviving.
St. Joseph's
that
is kind of a
vicious
crazy
conference
one
they're
at
in.
the
That'll
Atlantic
work to their
10.
advantage, Greg, because they'll have been through so many battles by the time.
Here's the next group of teams. in our
Illinois,
preseason
Memphis,
top 25.
Syracuse, Florida,
What's your impression of
Duke,
that
West
17?
Virginia,
The
Arizona
upside of
State
these
ranked at
teams far
13th.
outweighs the downside. Expect at least half of these teams to finish the
The West
Oh
Virginia
man, they're going to go over all of them, huh?
The Syracuse Orange, the #8 team,
Coach
have
Utah.
also generated a lot of interest. What do you think of this collection?
I'm not convinced that
Let's
all
see,
of these
UCLA
teams belong in the
17,
top
Oregon
25.
ranked at number 21.
I
They
don't
won the
wanna pick
title
out anyone
a
in
couple of
particular,
times.
but I think
Here in this
some
save.
teams that aren't on the list
Rhode Island is
pretty
interesting.
strong case as to
And then
why.
USC.
Xavier Musketeer, the Texas Longhorn. There were a lot of coaching changes this offseason.
Coach Carousel.
We'll tell you all about them. You now see all the
UC
coaches
Santa
will be having
Barbara
new
coach
programs.
going
Some
to North
very
Carolina.
substantial
That's pretty
changes can be
interesting.
seen, that's for sure. The North Carolina coach is one of the hires that drew a lot of media attention. The North Carolina Tar Heels have a lot. The Penn State coach also made a
UC
move to a new
Riverside
school.
coach going to
That's
Penn
generated
State.
some excitement. We've come to the part of the show when we look at
First
the top
team
players in the
All-Americans.
nation
I
and
see
unveil
nobody
the
from
list
my
of our
team
preseason
That
All-American.
is okay.
The UNLV Running Rebels are going to ask this young man to carry. As for our next first teamer, next up is a player that's drawing comparisons to some of the
Gibran Papul.
all-time. Let's move on to a player who's worked
Derek
very.
Hill,
And finally, we have
Andy
another.
McNaughton.
As we move to the second team All-Americans, we can see
Second
there's
team
no shortage
Xavier
of talent
on there,
with this
along
group.
with
The
Oregon.
Syracuse Orange have built their team. Our next player is a tremendous. We can expect to see some. Our next All-American. And here we have the final player on our list of All-American. All right, Clark. Thanks very much.
And that's the season preview. Love to see it. Go and simulate through the day. Get back to our recruiting. We've already figured out our red shirts and stuff for this year. Targets. Our guy from Fullerton, he likes us a little bit more. I love to see that. So let's just go ahead and get those emails and phone calls out there by me, because I have the highest charisma out of all of them. All right. Now this guy, this senior, small forward, he's quite interested in us already. Where's my guy? Yeah, this guy. Let's go ahead and visit him at home. I can't do it. We'll have this guy do it. Point guard, municipal guy, Rylan Del Rosario. We'll go ahead and pay him a visit as well. And is there anybody else? 40 points. Gruber. No. Another municipal guy, maybe. Taylor Garrison. We'll go scout his game as well. And that'll be that for the week. And we'll go ahead and simulate. Nope, we are good with our cuts and red shirts. All right, so this week we should be able to offer scholarships finally. So, yeah, 1 point guard, 2 small forwards, and a center, exactly how it's looking there. So, with that, do I want to offer freshman? These guys are JUCOs. Number 47, tough. But I am going to offer it to the actual high school guy, just because I can actually redshirt him and still get a couple of extra years out of him. For the small forward, we're going to go with our guy from Fullerton. And then this guy out of Iowa, he's probably too far gone. That's probably St. Louis who's offered him a scholarship, so we're going to go ahead and get him removed. So we've already offered him. This guy got offered from San Francisco. He is more than likely too far gone. Let's see. We got another. This guy to Tempe, Arizona. He's basically pretty interested in us already. But we got this guy from World. 4-star. You know, those World Stars usually end up not being that great. His potential, we haven't really gotten much on him yet. Not really going to be able to scout this guy really at all. So let's go ahead and offer it to my boy here from Tempe, Arizona. Surprised ASU's not going after at all. Now, one more scholarship to give. We are actually 6th place for this guy. 11th ranked center. Municipal guy, 6th place. It doesn't really matter, so we might as well go after the top ranked guy. So there we go. All right. So now these are our 4 guys that we are 100% dialing in on. We got De Rosario. We've got Wallace Minor. We got Kirby Muhammad. We got Rich Walters that we are going fully in on. Only one out-of-state guy, the guy from Tempe. So we're going to go ahead, and these guys are a priority. So basically, they get any phone calls and emails first, and I decide whether or not I want to send a scout or have myself go and visit them at their house. And this guy, oh no, not him, Fullerton. I should be able to do it for both. Let's do it for the municipal guys first. Let's go ahead and I'll visit that guy at home, and we'll have my assistant visit him at home. And then we have still a couple of points left to go around. Let's go ahead and visit him at home as well. And now we have some extra points to dabble with. We'll just go after the top-rated recruits who are not offered yet. Basically all those JUCO guys. Now it's just emails that we're sending out, which is fine. All right. So we're all good there. Now let's see if we can find a couple of extra players to add to our list. And more than likely, it's just going to be some JUCO guys. Yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and add him on there. Senior, no. JUCO point guard. JUCO center. Senior shooting guard out of Tulsa. No, that's not going to be it, Chief. JUCO small forward. No, those are the guys that I literally just picked off of my list. Senior shooting guard. Looks like he's basically closing in on a deal with those guys. High school senior, sure. We'll go ahead and add this guy on there. And then high school senior, another point guard. Target list is full. Okay. All right, so we're all good. We're going to go ahead and simulate through our first week and our first game of the season with St. Mary's, which I expect we will lose. Yep. They are quite a strong squad, St. Mary's, 9 times out of 10. Let's go ahead and get back to the recruiting aspect. This is our Tempe guy. Fullerton guy, we're pretty much good to go with. This guy, San Diego State's making a big push. That Utah State's, I believe, that's going after Walters. So let's go ahead and get someone out to see Del Rosario. And we don't want Utah State to really get to him. Let's go ahead and send somebody else out. All right, send out some emails and some phone calls to the recruits. We're going to run out of time. That's fine. It's going to simulate through Hawaii and Idaho. That's a dub, and that is a dub. Beautiful. All right, 88%. Yeah, let's just go full balls to the wall, invite him out to campus. I'd love to secure some commitments right now if possible. We can even invite this guy out to campus. This dude. That's our Fullerton guy. I really want to make sure that he's a priority, so let's go ahead and do that first. Offer out these emails, and hey there, recruit, just checking in on you to see how you're doing. We got a tournament, it looks like, as we're taking on Tennessee, and we lose both our games. The other one, one being to Northern Iowa. And then the third game, we win against Troy. And then we immediately beat Idaho State. 4-3 to start the year, not ideal. 93% And the Fullerton guy. The other team dropped out. San Diego State is still in the lead for Del Rosario somehow. So Del Rosario, let's go ahead and get someone over to look at him. Let's try to wrap this one up. See if we can't get his signature during the early signing period. All right, out of Coach Freedom, that's fine. This is the early signing period versus Air Force, and we win. Signing period has started, and some of our prospects are going to sign elsewhere. That's okay. Nobody signed with me just yet. Let's see, we had somebody go to Louisiana Lafayette, 5-star JUCO guy. Good for him. We got 97% Rich Walters. We might be able to close it out. Only scout game. So we're not going to be able to close out minor. Idaho State's coming in last second for him. San Diego State's still in the lead for Del Rosario somehow, and we are slightly in the lead on Kirby Muhammad. The number 11 center in the nation, by the way. He has B potential, so that's quite good. Walters, B minus potential. I can send them to all of them, probably. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and send them all out. No points left. That's fine. Everybody gets an email sent to them. Let's see if I can't close that out. Look at that. 5, 4. 4 visits going on. UL Calcutta. Sign with someone else. Sign with someone else. Signing period's ended. We weren't able to get any signatures, which sucks because now all the other teams have time to secure their services. And I am worried about San Diego State or Del Rosario. That's my only worry because I'll be at 100. Basically, Walters we basically already have. Minor we basically already have. It's Del Rosario and Muhammad that I am worried about slightly. Go ahead and have me visit him. Go ahead and scout minor. Curious to see if we have enough to... Probably not. Nope, we definitely won't have enough for a visit to player not. Oh, Creighton. Congratulations to him, I guess. And PV. Duncan Lawson, get him added. Sammy Jeffries. Costa Mesa. Wouldn't mind that. All right. We're done with the points this week. We got the Portland Pilots coming up. And that's a L to Portland. Wow, WCC holding firm there. All right, 100% there. All right, let me go ahead and boom, get him offered out an invite to campus. All right. All right, beautiful. Go and get to the next week. Texas State. That's a dub. We should win against Grambling. Beautiful. They are historically bad at basketball. We are officially over San Diego State. Now the only team that's kind of even remotely in the hunt is Cal for Muhammad. We might be able to get all of our guys, which is quite unheard of, actually. Perfect amount of time, perfect amount of points. We have Georgia and Dartmouth this week. A win against an SEC team and a win against an Ivy League team. Gotta love it. 10-4 as we head into conference play. Let's definitely go ahead and get a visit out to him, and that is all of our points. So we are good. We got UC Irvine to open up conference play, and it's an immediate win against the Anteaters. Love to see it. Win by 9. Got the Gauchos 8-6, and we got the Matadors 8-4. Go ahead and get him scouted. Got a couple of points left. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and beat both those teams. 2 wins. That's a loss and a win. So 2-1 in conference play to open up. Not terrible. Good. As of right now, we are getting everyone that we want. I like that. As of right now, we should land everybody that we want. My apologies. Let me go and play some music. Just realized that that was not playing. Couple wins. Love to see that. So we got Long Beach State and Pacific, who is doing quite terribly this year. A- for Kirby Muhammad. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and really go after him. I mean, we're going to get him, which I am super stoked on. Even those 3-star guys, they can sometimes turn into absolute gems, especially if they have potential like that. Only got Riverside this week. Boom, a win over UC Riverside. 15-5. Basically have everybody we want. It's just about closing it out at this point. We got some points to spend. I'm not going to waste any of it on trips or anything like that. Just save those points for later, just in case we do end up getting into a battle with one of those teams for some of our guys. And it doesn't look like we have any points anyways to use, which is fine. We got UC Davis and Cal Poly. And that's a dub, and that's a dub. Beautiful. So we win by 26 over UC Davis and by 16 over Cal Poly. 17-5. You love to see it. We have a win over an SEC team. So at the very least, we should make the NIT, irregardless. We are in first place, tied in first place with UC Santa Barbara in the Big West. RPI rank number 18. It is what it is. Yeah, Pacific absolutely terrible this year. UC Davis as well. Let's see. Cal State Northridge not doing too bad for themselves. UC Irvine, we picked up the first win of conference play against them. Bulls, U of A, still getting it done. They've lost 3 times in conference play. Duke have lost 3 times in the last 10. Kansas State on a bit of a tear. Anybody out of the ordinary? St. Joseph's has fallen a little bit. Rhode Island is getting up there. Nobody really out of the ordinary. South Florida, Western Michigan, 20-0 out of the MAC. Love to see that. But other than that, yeah, nobody really too crazy. Let's see. Beautiful. Let's get these recruits going. Everybody is now at 100%. Love to see that. Beautiful. These are just my backup guys that I have on the short list. Points. Enough points to give to everybody. We got Northridge and Santa Barbara again this week. Santa Barbara's the only worry. And we beat both. So we should be in full control of first place in the Big West. And barring any significant slip-ups, we should be able to win out. Maybe get ranked. Not 100% sure. It's just a matter of what happens once. Yeah, let's invite him to campus just to close the deal. Got Pacific this week, who we should beat. Big win over Pacific. Had a recruit come into campus. We have 5 games left. 20-5 is our record right now. Not much I can really do other than what I'm currently doing. Yeah, he's going to San Diego State anyways. This guy's probably going to St. Louis. Where's that world guy? Ah, yeah, he's not coming here anyways. I'm just going to go ahead and save my points. We got UC Riverside this week. Big win over the Highlanders. Yeah, barring any stupid shenanigans, we should land these guys. So you know what? I'm actually going to start investing for next year. I'm actually going to start going after these juniors. Doesn't sound right when I say it like that, but yeah, going after these juniors. Perfect. Take up everybody's time. And recruiting is now over after we play these 2 games. A loss to Cal Poly. All right. So 22-6. We're still going to win the conference. That's not an issue. Let's just hope we can win the tournament, get that automatic bid. Akpan gets injured, so that's not ideal. Only our starting shooting guard. UC Davis to open up the tournament. And we lose to Long Beach State. Wow. I wonder if we're going to make the tournament. I don't believe we are. Long Beach State is right there at number 14. I don't see us at anything else, unfortunately. So it's looking like it's going to be the NIT for another year because we slip up in the tournament, which is rather unfortunate and is a reason why, I would consider moving to another bigger team. We're not even on the bubble watch. RPI rank is 18th. I mean, our guys have definitely been producing. That loss to Long Beach State is terrible and unacceptable. RPI 77th. Yeah, we're 1-0 against RPI 51 to 100. 0-1 against the top 25. Yeah. It just might not happen, unfortunately. That's crazy. Not ranked at all. So it's... NIT. So no tournament appearance for us. Taking on the Furman. The Paladins. Overall 79. We should beat them, honestly. Helms is injured, and we win. Yeah, to be honest, Akpo being injured definitely did not help. Our star shooting guard, and I'm pretty sure I just saw that our star point guard is now injured, which is great. Let's go ahead and see how we do against Oregon State. And that's a loss to Oregon State. By quite a bit as well. All right, let's go ahead and simulate through the rest of the season. Ah, yes, Akpon is back. Thank you. Ah, yes, Helms is back. Only our starting guards. Michigan State wins the national championship. 98 overall. That is insane. Congratulations to them. Player of the Year, Drake Starkey. Guy out of Iona. Mid-major Player of the Year, Michigan State, of course. Defensive Player of the Year, Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Joshua Butts. This guy's quite insane, actually. 3 stars? Yikes. He was redshirted, though. Big Man of the Year, Freshman of the Year, Edward Dodd. Looks like a guy who would go to Duke. Yeah, Big West. We won this, conference championship. Conference Coach of the Year is me. Conference Player of the Year, Hassan Vitelli, senior out of UC Irvine. Good for him. Freshman of the Year, Taquan Dockery. We have Akpon and Craig on the first team all-conference. I wonder if he might get drafted. Not drafted and not drafted. Well, he's here for another year. So he might progress even further, which is awesome. And then we got Lorenzo Blake on the second team all-conference, ranked 80 overall. And Helms as a senior, second team all-conference. Walt Kane, freshman shooting guard, 78 overall already. He'll probably be starting next year, more than likely. Love to see that. 4 guys leaving. Helms, Craig, Rodolfo Butler. Really didn't get much playing time, unfortunately. Came in as a JUCO guy. And then Jason Almond was always a backup guy. Is what it is. NIT. What are you going to do about it? USC, really? Wake Forest, Indiana, USC. San Francisco. 98 overall USC. Now I can do something with this team. 1 championship, 6 Final Fours. Yeah, let's do it. USC. Thank you, Cal State Fullerton, and the coach from Creighton gets the job there. Yeah, best of luck to you guys. Langford, that's fine. Crazy. Do not import the draft class. I mean, we got some good recruits coming in, that's for sure. Look at that. All shooting guards, too. I mean, that's all we needed, really. And it looks like we have one more to give. And it's for another shooting guard. I'd rather that go to a center, honestly. Let's see, anybody on my list that isn't like first place, I'll get rid of. I would want a center or a power forward. I have so many shooting guards coming in already, 3 of them, as a matter of fact. Center or power forward, for sure. No, we're not going to be able to. That's the guy that. Yeah. Crazy. Yep, so all these guys can F off of my list. Even this guy. Let's see. Yeah, I'd want to get a center at the very least. He's going to Pepperdine. Could probably swing this dude. Baloo. He's a junior. We'll go after the guy from Cameroon. That's it. Yeah. What about power forwards? What happened here? They just pulled out as a Pepperdine. That's kind of weak. Yeah, but small forward. No, we already got a lot of shooting guard. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. I mean, I guess I can add him to the list, but he's immediately okay. If he signs, that's messed up. He's going to sign too. And he signs. Well, 4 shooting guards. So we're not really going to have a backup center, which is not ideal. But I guess we shall figure it out, huh? Well, yeah, sorry, boys. Actually, you know what? I'll at least try. See if I can't get them to walk on or something. Oh yeah, because this dude's from World. Very impressionable centers. I just wish I could sign one of you bozos. Like, hey, Koki, how about you just walk on, please? I can afford to be selective because it is USC we are talking about here. Yep, so what I'm doing essentially is just offering all these recruits, requesting their game tape, hitting them up, just so I can open up a little line of dialogue, and I'm going to do the exact same thing this week. And specifically, what am I going to need? Probably power forward and center still. Yep, power forward and center still. Shooting guards in the class. Cool. I mean, we're the number 2 ranked class in the nation, which is cool. But all shooting guards. Not ideal. Not when we want to actually win some games. Yep, Southwest. Simulate all these games. We have 3 scholarships available. 6,000 points for the year. Definitely do have an advantage here. Let's take a look at our actual roster. 93, 92, 92, 85, 84, 82, one of our shooting guards that we got. Let's take a look by position. Shooting guards, we got plenty. Yeah, let's go ahead and redshirt both of those dudes. We do not need 4 shooting guards, and I'm okay with that 55 overall guy getting some playing time. Alright, small forward. 92, 92, 62. He's getting the red shirt already. And then a sophomore walk-on at 75. I'm down with that. An 84. Wow, okay. Yeah, let's redshirt him as well. Yeah, 1 center. Yeah, definitely centers and power forwards is what we are focusing on this year, considering we only have 2 power forwards and 1 center. So, I mean, AC Simpson should be pretty good for us. Jerry Ma should be pretty good for us. That's if one of the 92 overall small forwards doesn't play at power forward position, which they probably will. So, there's that. But yeah, redshirt a couple of guys that we definitely did not need. Now let's see what we can cook up here, recruiting wise. So in 2 centers and a power forward with the 3 scholarships. Two centers and a power forward. Or the #1 overall recruits. Harry Pippen. Got our 15. Number 10, USC. Got Michigan State, who we lose to, and Manhattan. Yikes. That's not ideal. So we're probably going to lose out on him. There's still a chance we get Burnell. I'm probably not going to get Mireille Pandoff, unfortunately. Beat Harvard. Torn ACL, that's not great. Ugh. Yeah, we're not going to get the guys that we want. I do not believe. Hmm. Really? I have like a buttload of guys visiting this weekend. And Sinville signs, Pandoff signs, everyone's signing. And we lost to Texas Tech. What the hell? Sinville's going to UCLA, which is not great. And off to Kentucky, LSU, and Washington for this guy. Yeah, I guess, big man, you're getting a scholarship offer. Look at all those visits we've got scheduled. That's crazy. And Bradford signed with someone else. So is Roberts. What the heck? Oh, we got one guy. Jesus. Okay, so we got one power forward. That's fine. Ouch, he goes to Oregon. Mississippi State's. He goes to UCLA too. Why? Why? Literally why? Tramel Werner. Take a shot, right? Hmm. No games this week. Felix Washington, a point guard we should be able to draw in. Portland and Nebraska. Beat Portland. Beat Nebraska. One more game until we go into conference play. Not too super stoked about our chances, honestly. Okay, let's go ahead and beat Idaho. Beat Idaho. So we got Cal, number 16. Arizona State, number 11. Washington, number 4. Oregon State, not so good. Oregon doing quite well. Washington State is undefeated. Arizona is number 22. Stanford's doing okay. UCLA not doing so well. And that's it, because it's the Pac-10, remember. All right. All right, let's go ahead and beat Cal and ASU. Beat Cal, lose to ASU. We still might make the tournament just because we're USC, you know, on a yearly basis, which is pretty cool. We're going to get to that point where we're not really going to, yikes, be able to do too much. The way of getting these guys interested, just calling them once we've done all the visits that we can and whatnot. Are making headway with those juniors. All right, beautiful. Washington and Oregon States. Number 4, Washington, we lose to. Oregon State, we do defeats. Beautiful. We got Oregon and Washington State. Lose to Oregon and beat Washington State, a ranked team, which is nice. We only got U of A this week. Not expecting to win. And we don't. All right, UCLA and Stanford. Not mind beating UCLA, and we win, and we win. I'm sure we're middle of the pack right now. Wow, we are 4th in conference. That is crazy. 4th in the conference is actually crazy. RPI rank number 2. We'd probably be looking at a tournament spot, honestly. Okay, let's see. Oregon State, that's a dub. Washington is a loss. Go ahead and meet with the players. Washington State and Oregon. That's a big win. That's not a great loss. Against U of A, that's a huge win. All right, done with recruiting after this week. UCLA and Stanford. A win and a win. That is huge. To get to 19-9. Still fourth in the conference at 19-9. Cal State Fullerton on the bubble watch. Braxton, Akpan, Parkinson, Mathis, and Blake. They've gone undefeated in the Big West. That's crazy. USC not on this list, but U of A is. USC? I see us as a 7 seed? Hey, yo. I'm down with that. Nothing can really be done. Let's go ahead and simulate through the rest of the season. Go and meet with the players. Big game against ASU. We win. We lose to Cal. We are ranked. So we should go through to the tournaments. We have Washington State in our first round game. And we win. That's a huge win. We have Oregon in our second round game. We win that one. And U of A, and what I can only imagine is the Pac-10 championship. Against U of A. That's awesome. Let's see if we can win the Pac-10 championship. I think we just did. We just did. Let's go. First season with USC, a Pac-10 championship. Let's see where we get put in the bracket.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Greg Gumbel at the anchor desk with my partner Clark Kellogg, bringing you the 2K Sports NCAA Selection Show. We're all set to show you the seedings and pairings, so get out your bracket sheet, get those pencils ready. Here are the basics. Of the 65 available tournament bids, 31 are automatically given to conference champions. The tournament committee hands out the remaining 34 bids on an at-large basis. An opening round game will take place on Tuesday night to narrow the field to 64 teams. But before we unveil the brackets for this season, here's a look at the final top 25 media poll of the season. The media rankings are what everyone's been following for the last 4 months. But in just a minute, the selection committee's opinion is going to be the only one that matters. We've seen them break away from the national rankings in the past, and it won't be long before we find out if the committee's done it again. It's time to talk about the topic that has a lot of players and coaches holding their breath right now, the NCAA tournament bubble. These are the 10 teams that aren't worried as much about where they'll be playing as if they'll be playing. Clark, who jumps out at you?
Arizona State on the bubble.
Oregon. They're just enough to get on the bubble. And I'm not sure
Oregon
they're
should
enough to
make
get
it.
off the bubble. There may have been a few too many bumps in the road for
The Michigan State Spartans are the top
Michigan
overall seed
State,
and on to the second
Florida,
Huskies,
Washington, and
finally,
Texas
our
Tech.
fourth number one
We
seed
lost
will
to Texas
play
Tech
in
this
the
year.
Now, here's how the brackets shape up. First up, we take a look at the East. The Michigan State Spartans
Michigan
are the
State
top
versus
seed, and now the
playing
number 8 seed.
Washington
The San Jose
State
State
making
Spartans.
it.
Villanova comes in as the number
Villanova,
5 seed.
Illinois,
Iowa
Iowa
State,
State,
enters the
between
field. The Arizona
Cookman.
Wildcats are in as the number 6 seed. They'll be taking on the number 11 seed. The Arizona State Sun Devils,
ASU versus
19
U of A
wins,
in the tournament.
comes in as the number 3 seed, finishing at 27
Okay.
and 7. Our number 7 seed is from the
UNLV
Mountain West
versus
Conference.
Richmond.
Next up is the number 2 seed,
Santa
the
Clara.
Santa Clara Broncos. Are the
Number
conference
2 seed
tournament
versus
and
Army.
Rick, this bracket has the next up. We'll take the Florida Gators.
Florida
Are the top.
versus Indiana
Temple
State.
comes in as the
I have a
number
feeling
8
we're going to
seed,
end up being like a
finishing
7
at
or 6 seed.
24 and 8.
Temple, New
USC
Mexico. They're
enters the
5
field as
seed
the number 5 seed
against
from the
Middle
Pac-10.
Tennessee.
This will be their 23rd appearance in the NCAA. Georgetown comes in as the
Georgetown
number
possibly
4
in the
seed,
next round
finishing
against
at
New
22
Hampshire.
and 9. And now the number 6 seed.
Rutgers
The
versus
guard the
Oregon.
West Virginia Mountaineers
West
are in
Virginia
as the-
versus
next up is the
Jacksonville.
number 7 seed. The Loyola Marymount Lions have
Versus
established
Oklahoma
themselves.
State,
Our number 2 seed
Kansas
is
State
some of the
Brown.
belong to the Washington Huskies.
Washington
Our top seed,
versus Tennessee
finishing at
State.
26. Our number 8 seed is from
Southern Miss
Conference
versus
USA.
Cincinnati.
The St. Joseph's Hawks
St.
are in
Joseph's
as the
versus
number 5
Xavier.
Notre Dame enters the field
Notre
as the
Dame
number
versus
4 seed.
Nevada.
Pittsburgh comes in
Pittsburgh
as the
versus
number 6,
Kentucky.
and now the number 3
Rhode
seed.
Island
The Rhode
versus
Island Rams
Sacramento
come into the tournament.
State.
Next up is the number 7
Ohio
seed.
versus
Texas
Cal.
A&M comes in as
Texas
the number
A&M
2
versus
seed, finishing at
IPFW.
26. Looking into the and finally, let's have a look. The Texas Tech Red Raiders
Texas Tech
are the
versus
top
Mississippi
seed.
Valley State.
Next up is the number 8 seed.
South Florida
The South
versus
Hofstra
Dayton.
comes in as the
Hofstra.
number 5 seed,
Cal State Fullerton.
finishing at 27
They
and
made it.
4. And they will take on the 12th seed from the Big West. The Titans of Cal State Fullerton, with Kansas, comes in as the
They're taking on
number 4
Hofstra.
seed. Finishing
Kansas
at
versus
25, number
Iona.
6 seed
Syracuse
from the
versus
Big
Georgia
Ohio
Tech.
State Buckeyes are
Ohio
in
State
as the-
Winthrop,
and now the number 7
Northwestern
seed. The
George
Florida
Mason,
State enters the field
and Florida
as
State
is
the
for Clark.
Citadel.
How do you view this year's top
5
now? Let's
seed.
bring the conference picture into
7
focus.
from the
The
Pac-10
Big
making
East
it.
gets
That's
9
crazy.
teams. The Pac-10 with 7, 6 out of the Big 12. Here's the list of the teams that were on the bubble heading into Selection Sunday. So, partner, which
Both
of
of
those
the
invitees
Pac-10
should be
teams
sent
made
next,
it.
Clark? I'm sure.
Let's go. Okay. So Middle Tennessee. We immediately win our game, and New Hampshire beat Georgetown. What happened there? They just beat them by 3. Oregon won their game. Washington won their game. Cal lost. Washington State won. Yeah, Arizona State won. Cal State Fullerton lost by 2 to Hofstra. That's tough. We beat Middle Tennessee by quite a margin. Georgetown loses to New Hampshire, which gives us an opportunity to face either Florida or New Mexico State. To get to the Sweet 16, can we beat New Hampshire? We sure can, it would appear. Let's go. And we're facing Florida. Florida in the Sweet 16. Florida, USC, West Virginia, Kansas, Washington, St. Joe's, Pittsburgh, Texas A&M, Michigan State, Iowa State, Arizona State beat Duke. They take on Richmond, Texas Tech, Kansas, Georgia Tech, Northwestern. Okay. They're ranked 100 overall. Is there anything we're better at? No. No. Absolutely not. We're better a little bit at three-point shooting, but that's about it. The number one ranked Florida Gators. Can we beat them? No, we cannot. We lose by 11, and our time ends in the Sweet 16. Pretty good season. Very good season for a first season here with USC. 25-11. Middle Tennessee, New Hampshire, and then losing to Florida. Let's see if the Florida Gators can win it all. I'd rather see them win it all. They don't. It's Kansas. Player of the Year, Dexter Whitted. Mid-major Player of the Year, Cato Tucker. Florida was the Coach of the Year. Big Man of the Year, Dexter Whitted. Freshman of the Year, Evan Atkinson. First Team All-American, Khalif Terry, actually making the list. He's going to be drafted. Second Team All-American, Freshman All-American, Pac-12. Let's see where we're... First off, let's take a look at the Big West. Yep. They were able to get that Fullerton guy, Waller Sminer, 76. Fodor Bland, Kirby Muhammad, 77 overall. Wow. They look set up for a couple of years to come. Cal State Fullerton. Good for them. Good for them. Coach of the Year, coach from Creighton, even though it's my team he's coaching. Washington Conference champions, at least in the regular season. We won the tournament. Player of the Year, Dexter Whitted. Freshman of the Year, Jomal Aporn. 7.3 points a game. First team all conference. We got Fortune and Terry making the first team. All conference. We got Caporn. All right. Enter draft, graduated and entered draft. We're going to lose out on Fortune, unfortunately. But that means that we should get an extra scholarship. So that's good. That's fine. No transfers. We like to see that. Wonder what we're gonna do with that. Who was it that left? Fortune, who was a shooting guard, I believe. So wouldn't be a bad idea to take another shooting guard, honestly. Wade Castro. We'll just have to see what's popping. Because one of those guys is surely going to sign. Tremel Warner signs. And that's it. So right now we have Boomer Sanders and Tremel Warner. Let's go ahead and take off the target list because we have one more scholarship. Only one. Why do we... Still only one scholarship. No, let's not rescind his scholarship. Harry Pippen signed with someone else. Swanson signed with someone else. Laurie Young signed with someone else. Bro. It just rescinded his scholarship. Ugh. I hope that does not cost me. Me being too quick with the fingers. These guys are only going to get to like 83 or something like that if that's the case. See if we can secure him. We got Felix Washington. So we are officially done with recruiting for next year. Let's go and take a look at our signings. All 4-star. JUCO center, which I would have rather had a high schooler, but that's okay. All the good centers were like 3-star, 5-star center, and he went quickly. The guy out of Texas, Felix Washington, not super excited about his potential, being B- only, but it is what it is. Boomer Sanders, power forward, and then Tramel Warner, our center, A- potential, so he could still blossom into something nice. And now let's now that we're done here as far as this year, yeah, you can see immediately everyone's like, oh, boo, no scholarships to offer. So let's go ahead and go back after those local kids that are really good. Just get them a little bit more interested before next season. Might even talk to some of the sophomores. Okay. Right. And the freshmen. Boom. Okay, now let's look at all the all the 5-star guys that are juniors next year. And let's look at some of the sophomores. All right, and we're done. One more week. Got to make those connections with the kids, you know? Like, hey, son, I know you're thinking about playing your basketball at San Diego State for some reason, but how about, you know, you don't, and you actually play for a good school. All right. Can I talk to any of the sophomores anymore? Request some game tape. All right. All good. We move on. Let's go ahead and advance to next season. UCLA had the top class, which is not ideal. Arizona State had a great class. Where are we? We're down here. It is what it is. 3 4-stars. What can you do? Swap home and away with Minnesota. Insert new game. Do a Christmas Eve game. against Middle Tennessee. Little rematch. And we're at our max for games. That's all good. Oh yeah, should probably mention if anyone's still watching on the stream, we have accepted a job with USC, so no longer with Cal State Fullerton. We did what we could with them. Um, yeah, we did what we could with them. All right, let's go and take a look at the lineup. 89, 88, 88, 86, 84, 82. This is definitely going to be a rebuilding year for sure. Take a look by the positions. Del Boxler has been redshirted. Got a freshman who's also been redshirted. Oh yeah, I've redshirted both of those guys. That was rather smart on my part, considering I don't need 4 of them. So yeah, good on me. Yeah, Mills is definitely gonna start. Got Dylan, Markel Bazin, who already redshirted, so he'll stay there. Got 3 point guards, Boom, Byfield, will probably start next year, and then Felix Washington, who I could redshirt, and I think I will, because we do have quite a few good guards. Yeah, we have quite a few good guards, so we're fine there. Got a lot of power forwards. Got Ma, who's starting. Sophomore, who we just brought on. Sanders coming right in. Yeah, let's redshirt this sophomore kid. And I did not know that you needed a specific amount of walk-ons. Also, AC Simpson, 82 overall. Tramel Warner, 71 overall. It is what it is. He's our backup center. What can you do? Very well. But, yeah. So, looking like not too much we really need to look for. Let's just see what this is saying we need to look out for. So we have 3 scholarships. So yeah, point guard. And probably 2 small forwards, honestly. Yep, I'd say point guard and 2 small forwards. For sure. Point guard and 2 small forwards. Or maybe 2 small forwards. Yeah, 2 small forwards and a point guard should be fine. Two small forwards and a point guard. Cliff Harris. Two small forwards and a point guard, so 5 and 10. So we got 10 that we got to put on this list for small forwards. Okay. All right. Got our situation figured out here. Got our 15 guys. Right? Oh, 15 guys. Beautiful. Ranked number 10, by the way. Go. Go visit this kid at home. Go visit this kid at home. Go visit our kid over in Arizona. And let's go visit our kid over in, yeah, that's good. Forgot what I was really trying to say there. We already figured out red shirts, so we're all good there. Yeah, 1 point guard, 2 small forwards. So Cliff Harris, we're looking at you, my boy. And then we're looking at you, Dusan Poli. Boom. Got our boys offered. Let's not rescind any more scholarships here. Main backup boy for small forward. Let's get it. Open up non-conference strong against Weber State. We lose. Wow. Okay. It's not looking good for Dasan Pulley. Ooh, ASU offered him. Probably not gonna get him after all. No time. How did we lose to Weber State? No idea, but we won this tiny little tournament. That's cool. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's not looking likely for Dasan Pulley. Yeah, there's no conceivable way to really scout them either. Got a lot of visits and whatnot set up. Taking on St. Louis, and we lose, and we lose. Not ideal. Bonaventure and reset the lineup. Pulley signs elsewhere. Alloway signs. It's going to be a lot of them. All right, 4 and 3. Really? Okay. Basically everybody signed elsewhere, unfortunately. Okay. So, point guard. John Juan Barea. That's a pretty cool name, actually. Okay, and then small forward. We already got one. Probably gonna sign with Kentucky. Okay. All right. So we got one scholarship to offer. It needs to go to a small forward. Clifford's probably going to sign coming up. Davenport, Iowa. Nope, let's not rescind scholarships. We've only got Wofford this week. That's a win. And Clifford signs. All right, cool. So we got our 4-star small forward, ranked 46th in the nation, which is pretty good. Probably end up redshirting him the first year. Anyways, number 5 small forward in the class, which is nice. Wow, I actually might have a chance on Harris. That is really, really cool. Okay. But why is it moving up so slowly is the only thing. Yeah, go visit him at home. Nope, not do that. Sacramento State, we should take care of. Boom. Reset lineup with Miles. Reset lineup with Quiang. Ah, don't like how West Virginia's taken over. That does not make me feel great feelings. Got Oral Roberts and Minnesota. We beat them both. Now Salazar we might be losing out on. To Northwestern, apparently, of all places. Got Middle Tennessee State and Cal State Northridge. And we lose. We lose in the rematch from the first round. That's crazy. UCLA and Washington coming at you. Beat UCLA, lose to Washington. As long as they don't get offered, I should be okay. Win Cal, lose to Washington State. Oregon this week, probably going to lose, I'd imagine. It's not a rebuild year per se, but oh, we beat them. Christie back in the lineup. And we're ranked. Cool. After losing to some really shitty teams, we're ranked. still losing out on these guys. Nope. I'm not going to hold my breath on either of those gentlemen. Big game against Arizona. Lose. Beat Oregon State. Stanford at ASU. Win and a win. We're ranked again. Love to see it. We just keep hovering around 84, 85% for both of these guys. Don't believe we are going to get either of them. Washington State and Cal. That's a dub. And that's a dub. Move up to number 21. Love to see it. I'm sure they're going to sign with Colorado. But fuck it, let's invite them to campus. Got a game with Oregon. That's a big win. Somehow we moved down in the rankings after beating number 9. Sure. Got the Beavers and U of A. That's a loss. That's a loss. We're not ranked all of a sudden. Sorry, you got Stanford and ASU. Winnable games, we lose. And we win. Probably on the bubble. No more recruiting. These are going to be big games against Washington and UCLA. Big win and a loss. We are not ranked, playing against Washington in a second round game. Win that one. We got UCLA ranked number 4 in the nation. And we lose. So let's see if we make it. Pretty sure we just did.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Greg Gumbel here with my partner Clark Kellogg, bringing you the 2K Sports NCAA Selection Show. We're all set to show you the seedings and pairings, so get out your bracket sheet, get those pencils ready. Here are the basics of the 65. Before we get into the brackets for the upcoming tournament, let's take a look at the final top 25 media.
Cal State Fullerton ranked number 11, 28-1. Oh my God.
Indiana Hoosier jumped all the way from the number. It's time to talk about the topic that has a lot of players and coaches
bubble. We're not even in the
right
bubble
now,
watch,
the
unfortunately.
NCAA tournament bubble.
I don't even see a
These
Pac-10
are the 10
team in
teams
there.
that aren't worried as much about
I
where
am
they'll be
sorry to
playing.
say.
Kansas on the Georgia, and finally now here's first up the Kansas
Kansas
Jayhawks
versus
are some of the
Plano
lower
winners.
seeds in this bracket
Western
have the
Michigan,
ability.
Eastern
Next up, the
Washington.
UCLA group. This bracket has the potential to give us a sensational matchup. On to our third, the Georgetown Hoyas.
Georgetown
It's the first
Colgate.
question every selection Sunday. Which is the and finally the Florida State Seminoles. Next up, the Houston, Michigan are number 6, the South Florida, and now Texas. Looking into the. What are your thoughts on our top 16? Now let's see how the conference. We showed you the bubble teams before.
I did
Now,
not
Clark,
see number 8 versus number 9. Did we make it? We did. We're right there with Kansas. We are the 8 seed taking on Temple. Not a very easy game, especially when we have Kansas to look forward to. And we win in our opening game, and we have the luxury of facing off with Kansas now. 108 to 107, by the way. I mean, we're a little bit better at them than some things. Rebounding, shooting, we're about even. Offense is even. Overall, they're better than us by 1. All right. Well, Kansas. And we lose in the second round. Fair enough, it was Kansas. Florida State goes on to win it all. Congratulations to them. Nothing for us. That hurts to see. Clarksonville, considering I really wanted him, and I was close to getting him as well. Yeah, ouch. So Big West, Cal State Fullerton. Woo-wee. Yeah, their team is looking very good. Blake, Parkinson, Mathis, Minor. Alfred, French. They were able to get a couple of decent freshmen, but they're not going to be able to get the same kind of quality, you know, that I was bringing in. So we'll see how that works out for them in the long run. 93 overall. That's pretty big for them, though. UCLA Conference Champions, Conference Player of the Year, Johannes Burton. Sinville Freshman of the Year, Jerry Ma on the first team All-Conference. Guiang on the freshman on All-Conference, our redshirt freshman. He will certainly be a factor moving forward. Love to see it. Been renewed for 3 years. Love to see it. Christie under the draft. Graduated, so no surprises, which is lovely to see. My boy Bernard Lane even getting some walk-on minutes. Love to see it. Collis, Mills, Eric Christie. Second round. 2 straight, tournament appearances, though, in as many years as we've been here. Love to see it. Oregon job. Now, that would be interesting. 97 overall. with how much of a fan I am of Oregon as well, that would definitely be of interest to me. They have 3 starters leaving. They lost in the second round this year, kind of like us. I'm going to stick around with USC. If the Oregon job comes again somewhere down the line, let's do it, but not right now. Not just right now. Play some music, sorry. Alright, there you go. Sorry about that. Alright, off-season recruiting has started. Sign with someone else. Skip all notifications. Let me break my own heart. Harris is still offered. Okay, so we have a small forward. Our point guard is still alive. So another small forward, it would appear. Do I want to go after the England guy? Probably rather go after this guy. Athleticism and size. Grand Prairie, Texas. Offer scholarship, the whole shebang. All right. Harris signed with someone else. Beautiful. Game Andrew signed with someone else. Even Scooter signed with someone else. We have 2 scholarships to give. We need a point guard and a small forward, right? Yup. Maybe I take my shot on these world guys. At this point, screw it, right? No, let's not rescind scholarships now. All right. Nice week of going after some recruits, Ben Cox and Lauren Shannon. So we got our world guys after all. So we got Halston Clifford, Ben Cox, and Lauren Shannon. How they will actually fare, I have no idea. Athleticism's there. Skills and defense are there. The size is not there. So it's a little bit concerning just because I don't know how good they're going to be. They're more than likely going to get redshirted anyways. And Clifford obviously is going to be the guy who come off the bench quite immediately. No scholarships left. We're all good here. All right, one more week. Well done. 2 5s and a 4. Three scholarships available. Boom, we got our junior Caphorn, Leroy Miles, a junior, redshirt sophomore, Anthony Giang, Gary Ma, redshirt junior, redshirt sophomore, redshirt senior, Lucas Byfield. Yeah, we're doing fine as far as shooting guard. Ooh, yeah, freshman. Lauren Shannon did not turn out to be very good, so that's fine. So Clifford will come off the bench as a freshman. Cox did not turn out to be too bad, but he will also take a red shirt. That's fine. We got Felix Washington coming off the bench now, who's 80 overall as a redshirt freshman. Byfield, our redshirt senior, ready to go. We've got Boomer Sanders getting ready to take over next year. Goran Murphy. We got Werner and we got Simpson. So we definitely need a center this year, I believe. So yep, we got a center. Probably 2 centers, I believe, and a point guard. Two centers and a point guard. We can do that. Two centers and a point guard. Point guard, power forward, center. We got our prospect list up. All right. All-American Desmond Owens. Kind of liking that. Kind of feeling that vibe. Santa Clara, Santa Rosa. Beautiful. We are really ranked number 6, huh? Beautiful. We are good with our roster. All right, yep, we can start making some offers now. And 1 point guard, power forward, center. I want to rock with Desmond Owens. From Santa Rosa, I like Caskill. And I mean, we should try Perlman, right? Number 1. But we'll try. I doubt we're going to be able to get him, though. All right, we got Gardner Webb. That's a dub. 101 to 62. Love to see it. First place, third place for Perlman. Yeah, that's gonna be an invite to campus, my guy. Invite to campus. Invite to campus. Just get them all in here at the same time. Like, listen, boys. You're our guys. We want to make no qualms about it. We want you. Big win over Western Carolina. We're ranked number 5. We're already at 100% for Casco, so we're more than likely going to get him. First place, still third place. Sending myself. And I'm sending the best scouts that's available. Nope, let's not rescind any scholarships. Just in case it was Perlman, right? Let's go ahead and visit this kid at home. Visit this kid at home as well. We got a tournament with Gonzaga. That's a dub. Did we beat Middle Tennessee? We won that little tournament and then immediately lost to Florida, I believe, in the championship game of that little tournament. Middle Tennessee and Gonzaga. So looking good. Colorado and Texas A&M. That's a loss to Colorado. Someone signed with somebody else. We got Caskill. Drillman signed with somebody else. Lowe signed with somebody else. Go ahead and skip all the notifications, and we are all of a sudden not ranked. It's very not trill. Got our 5-star power forward. Roman went to Texas. From Texas. And respect it. We should still be good for... We just need a center. Percy Hardaway is what it's looking like. AU and UTEP. We just lost to UTEP. What is going on with our team? We were ranked number 5. Uh-oh, OK State's probably gonna pass us. Seen this song and dance before. Maryland Eastern Shore. Hmm. Oklahoma State's on the come up. Got GCU to beat. Right. UC Davis before conference play. Wow. You lost by 7. Wow. Well, here we start conference play at 7-5. No hope at all for conference play this year. We go 1-1 to start it out. ASU and Oregon, we are not looking to have a good season. As we, win both our games this week. Hmm. All right, we only got Stanford this week. Okay, we're doing really good in conference. Boomer Sanders is unhappy. Yeah, we're still set to get both of these guys. We got Washington and UCLA. That's a dub. That's a loss. U of A and Washington State. Dub and dub. I feel like we're doing pretty good. Yeah, we're tied for first in the conference, so love that. In an ASU, Oregon number 11. We get a win, and we get a win against ASU as well, and we are now back ranked. Beautiful. Look at Stanford. UCLA and Washington. It's fine. All right, final week of recruiting. Some big games, win and a win. Love to see it. Ranked at number 13 now. Got Cal and Oregon State. Win and then a loss. We've got, who have we got? How are we? We're second. Second in the standings. Stanford, that's a win. Got Oregon State, that's a win. We got Cal in this championship game. And we lose. Oh my god. I mean, good for Cal. They get into the dance. We're going to be in there either way. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's watch the sports selection show. Once again in the tournament.
We're all set to show you the seedings and but before we unveil the brackets
UCLA
for this season,
number
here's
2.
a look at the final top 25 media poll of the
We're
season.
number
There's
16.
certainly
Love
one
to see
big
it.
shift that it's time to talk about the topic
Bubble
that has a lot of
watch.
players and coaches holding their breath
No
right now. The
Pac-10
Kansas
teams on there.
Jayhawks
Kansas,
the
UNLV, Florida,
and finally, now,
UCLA.
here's how the bracket shape. First up, we take a look at the Kansas Jayhawks.
Kansas
On the
versus
top
playing
now, the number 8
Hofstra
USC
Dayton.
comes in as
We are the number
5
5 seed taking
finishing
on
at
Pepperdine.
23 and 10. And they will take on the 12th
Pepperdine.
seed from the West Coast Conference. There are going to be some incredible. Next up, the UN on the flicking and finally the UC. I think Clark. How do you view this
The
year's
number
team? Now,
5
let's bring the
seed
here's
taking
the list
on
of the teams that were on the
Pepperdine.
bubble heading into thanks, Clark.
Okay. Pepperdine are 91 overall. They're not better than us in anything. We're 99 overall. We're 99 overall team. We should be able to take care of Pepperdine. And we do. 109 to 67. We take on Mississippi State next. 12 and 4 in the SEC, 25 and 7 this year. We are a better team overall. Kaporn and Ma went off. Let's beat Mississippi State. We do beat Mississippi State. To the Sweet 16 we go against the Dayton Flyers. What happened there? They beat Kansas. Okay. So Sweet 16, Dayton and us, and then West Virginia and Illinois, Arizona, Syracuse, North Carolina, Connecticut, UNLV, Texas, Boston College, Utah State, Virginia, Houston, Michigan State, and Duke. Okay. So we take on the Dayton Flyers. And how do we compare to them? 91 overall team, 11-5 in the Atlantic 10. I feel like we should beat this team. And we do not. Wow. Dayton going to the Elite Eights. We get eliminated in the Sweet 16, unfortunately. Dayton going on to the Elite Eights. That's crazy. Texas wins the national championship. 100 overall team. 92, 93, 91, 93, 93 with the bench. Crazy depth on the bench. Good for them. Oh no, some of our guys are entering the draft. We got 2 juniors that are leaving. We got 5 players that are leaving. So I wonder if we're going to end up with... oh, Duke is offering me the job. No, thank you. I wonder if... we will get... No. Still just those scholarships, huh? Hasman signed with someone else? See, Hardaway signed with USC? Oh no. Went to Texas Tech? We had him in the back of our hands like the whole year, bro. So we have 1 scholarship left to give. We're either a shooting guard or a point guard at this point. Crazy. Get some music going again. Get kicked out of the Sweet 16, and then we lose two of our guys to the draft. It's college basketball thing, you know. Conrad Holland signed with someone else. Good for him. Oh yeah, we're going to be hitting up these juniors quite a bit. I mean, yeah, we're done. Been doing any more WMMA? I have not. Appreciate you, Falcons. Hope you've been doing good, man. I finished the local to global save, and I honestly just kind of stopped playing because I had like beaten the game essentially at that point. But I do want to come back at some point with another UFC save, a different one from the one that I've been streaming and posting and stuff, like a completely brand new one. I need to get in like a certain groove and like a certain mood to actually play that game. But yeah, once I beat the local to global, I was like, all right, cool. Now what do I do? You know what I mean? Because that was the end goal of that save. Like once I'd beaten the UFC and I was number 1, that series stopped, and like I just kind of lost all motivation to play that game entirely. It is what it is. I mean, really, that kind of was just video games in general too. Haven't really gotten the itch to play too much, but grind so much to not burned out. I mean, I still love the game, but I guess a little burned out. So yeah, that's fair to say actually. I've been playing a lot of MLB The Show. The only thing is, it's on my PS5, and I don't have like a encoder or anything like that. I mean, I can always just stream it from my PS5, but it's just me doing like franchise mode and stuff like that. Stuff that I doubt people would like be super stoked on seeing all the time. Oh yeah, for sure. Like if EA Sports released like UFC 5 with like a Dana White promoter mode, I'd play the hell out of that, and I'd probably never get tired of that, honestly. And I would stream that, and I would post a video series on that, and I'd probably have a lot of fun with that. But I don't even know when UFC 5 is supposed to be coming out, you know? We got Mbanugo. So we got our 5-star world point guard, who's probably going to end up being like a 69 overall or something like that. Because these world stars, they never end up being that good right out of the gate. Probably have to redshirt them. Same thing with Caskill. He might actually be pretty good coming out of the gate. Definitely not Hardaway. He will have to be redshirted. All these targets I'm going to ignore. And I'm going to focus on all these world stars. That's funny. Yeah, let's take a look, actually. Apparently a shooting guard and a center is what is needed. Shooting guard, center. So let's take a look specifically for that. Shooting guards and the centers. MLB 23 rebuilds. Yeah, I mean, those are fun to do, and they're like super quick too. But you do get burned out a little bit on that too. Like if you've been with a team for so long. That's just kind of the thing. There's games like this where there's like an end goal. Once you've reached the end goal, there's not really too much to say or too much to do, you know? There appear to be quite a few 5-star centers, so we'll see if that's still the case. When next year rolls around. All right, let's do just one more week of recruiting. Eliminated in the Sweet 16 again. Hurts. Well, good. Let's see how those juniors are, if they're a fan of us or not, come next season. 2 5-stars and a 3-star. We are ranked, like inside the top 50. I can live with that. Already maxed out on the games. Go ahead and simulate this. It still simulates us scouting them, but we just don't get the extra recruiting points, which is fine because we have 6,000, which is plenty. 3 scholarships available. Let's take a look at our roster to see what's cooking. We got 3 shooting guards, junior, and then this walk-on sophomore who we will redshirt. Looks like we've got 4 small forwards. Shannon is our redshirt. Clifford. Markeel Bazin. Okay. Nothing we can really do too much of there. And Mbanugo, 69 overall. Yep. Ben Cox, 76 overall, now as a redshirt freshman. Felix Washington, 84 overall, as our starting point guard. We have 3 power forwards. Caskill. Feel like we should redshirt him as well. So let's go ahead and do that. And we've got 3 centers. Nick Cuffle, the walk-on, will redshirt him. Percy Hardaway, who's probably going to be our starter next year, 74 overall. Love to see it. Tramel Werner, 81 overall. He is our starter this year. Love it. Starting lineup is looking like, Goran Murphy. Not the greatest starting lineup, honestly. Our walk-on junior power forward is starting. Wow. Oh, because Sanders is starting at center. Anthony Giang, star 3. Three-pointer. Yeah, let's actually not redshirt Caskill. And then that's going to do it for me tonight. Falcons, appreciate you for joining me momentarily. I will see you guys later.